and it's about conjoined twins in Russia, and it's based on a true story. It's a tale of survival, self-determination, but also innocence, lies, and the torment of these girls for scientific research. They shared the lower half of their bodies. I believe there's 2 girls in America who are similarly afflicted. And I say afflicted loosely in a way, because they've actually gone on to have wonderful lives and they've become teachers. This, I don't think, is going to have a great ending. It actually starts, the book starts with a saying from Helen Keller: "A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardship." And then it starts 1956 at the Paediatric Institute in Moscow. Actually, the book itself does start there, 1956, when the girls are age 6, so they were born in 50. But it actually starts at the end. And the end is the 12th of April 2003. So I think they would have been 47 then. And the first sentence in that paragraph, I'm not giving anything away because it's the first line you come to. And the first line you come to is, "I know I'm dying, I just don't know how." And it says the girl who's talking, Dasha, her sister is Masha. And Dasha says, "We've been here before. Masha, my Mashinka, you're here with me, but this time it's different. I'm alone." So from that, I'm presuming that one of the girls is coming to the end of her life. But where I've got to so far, it's the terrible experiments that they were put through at the Institute in Moscow, and the fact that they were subject to abuse and ridicule by some people, called monsters and worse. An accident of birth. I mean, thank God my children were born normal, and I think we should all thank God for our children being born normal without having to face the hardships that girls such as these face. And what I want to mention now is something a little bit more relevant, a little bit upcoming. There is a march on Downing Street in England on the 20th of August. I haven't got the time, I don't think. No, I haven't got the time, but it's on the, I'll put it in the description when I sort it out. It's March of the Marias, M-A-R-I-A-S, and that stands for Mothers Against Radical Islam and Sharia Law, Marias. And it's against the genital mutilation of women, the suffering of women under Islam, how they are subjectified and treated lower down in the hierarchy than camels. really. So that's a march I would quite like to go on because I feel really strongly about that. People who cause suffering, you know. Take for example a surgeon who works to relieve pain, prolong life, and compare him to, say, a burglar. The one thing that those two professional men or women have in common is that they are mindful. They concentrate moment by moment by moment. They can't think ahead. Even by 5 minutes, they have to concentrate on that part of the job, whether it be surgery, whether it be cracking a safe. So they have in common this mindfulness, this ability to fully focus in the moment. But what is totally dissimilar is the fact that the surgeon, as I said, works to relieve suffering. The burglar inflicts pain. Imagine your house being burgled. No amount of insurance could compensate for the violation you would feel. I haven't been burgled, but my credit card was cloned some while back and the bank have reimbursed me, but nevertheless I felt violated. You know, I'm going paranoid now. I'm working in cash only rather than use my card in the shops, going to one bank only to draw money out and using it only at 2 particular stores online to minimise the risks. I also felt violated when my son was violently assaulted when he was at work, beaten up very badly, ended up in hospital, as did the woman who worked in the store. 3 thugs who burst in with balaclavas on their heads, armed, and they had what they wanted. They only took about £300 because the safe's on a time lock, so you can't get in. Nobody can get into it. So all they got was the money out the till and whatever cigarettes and alcohol they took. But that wasn't enough for them. They beat my son up, and also the lady in the store who was pulled to the ground and her hair pulled out by the roots. My son's quite pragmatic and he says it happened, you know, it happens. The store's been done again. My son's moved from that place now, but he's managing somewhere else. But he said it's just part of life. You expect this. Why should we accept this? Why should we expect it and accept it? If these fuckers want to impose Sharia law when the ones who did the shop were actually Asian guys who were caught and then released. A lot of people are being released because the police are frightened of repercussions should they be charged, and the Muslim community is so large now, the police don't want riots on the streets. But you know, riots are coming with the jailing of Tommy Robinson. There's rallies tomorrow. There's been rallies all around the world. Tommy Robinson has been offered a place of safety in Germany when he gets out of jail, if he gets out of jail. All for speaking out against 29 paedophile rapists, a Muslim grooming gang. So going back to what I'm saying about suffering, yes, the burglar and the surgeon have that in common. They live in the moment, they're mindful, they concentrate, they focus. Well, let us focus as well. On the 20th of August, Maria's Mothers Against Radical Islam and Sharia Law. Let us focus and march on Downing Street on the 20th of August and show these people that we do mean business. And wherever you are in the world, let me tell you, this plague of Sharia law coming to your country soon. Be prepared for it. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you later.